What would you say is the one thing about what you do that nobody really asks you about, but you wish they would?
I think building teams and culture in businesses like this is maybe not as focused on because it's assumed that it's a young man's game, and so that people would come and go and it doesn't really matter, right? The employees come in and out, it's just kind of like whatever, right?
Yeah.
But I think because again, I come from a different background of startups, but there people are grown and matured, and they are kind of ideally transitioned to roles of more responsibility. And I was mentored that way. I always really focused on teams. So my job is my primary job is the retention and growth of my team. So,
Wow.
and the main thing that everything that we offer and everything that my clients say they like really comes back to the team. They like that I have consistent, long-term, full-time guys. They love their work. They're not part-timers. They're not gig workers. Nobody's trying to be a model. No one's trying to be an athlete. They are adults. They went to school for this. This is their profession. They are not looking to become an economist or a baseball player. They don't have other jobs. All of them, if they didn't do it at the Athleticus, they would do it elsewhere, but they would do this. This is their passion. So I think creating systems where these people can thrive, they can see growth, they can take out a mortgage. Those are the things that are overlooked, I think, in the service industry, where it's just like, just get someone to do the thing. And if they leave or you fire them, get another person to do the thing as cheaply as possible.
Yeah.
Whereas I think for me, the blocker or the kind of the pain point is always going to be hiring. So we can always get more of whatever else. It's the finding good enough people is the pain point. So I always really focus on coach retention and making sure that I do have people who are with me for years rather than, kind of a rolling team of in and outs. So I think not enough time is spent on that aspect of fitness because it's just assumed in the gym that it's not possible to grow a team.
Have you found like the secret sauce? What helps you hire the perfect person to stay a while?
At this point, what's helped me is to step out of hiring. The guys are so protective of the culture and of the standard and of their clients that they really at this point they interview, they take the candidates through verbal interviews, through on-site interviews, through practical interviews. I get kind of a final rubber stamp, yes or no, but because they like where they work, they like each other, they like their clients, they don't want somebody who's going to bring the team down. Like my only guidance at this point is to, if there's 5 trainers, don't bring me someone who's going to be number 6. In other words, don't bring me someone who's going to bring the average down. Bring me someone who's going to be in the middle to bring us all up. And they take it very, very seriously. So I think part of that is growing the team is also delegating and trusting them to make those decisions instead of being the one and letting them. There have been people that I absolutely loved and they were like, they're not good enough. And I was like, I really, really just want to hire them. We need a person. I like her. She's so cool. And they were like, no. And, I have to say no. Because I gave someone else that responsibility, so then I can't take it away from them last minute. And I also, again, I am not by profession a trainer, and they are, and they know what to look for. Whereas I fall in love with everyone, so I've basically taken myself out of hiring, except to veto someone but that's never happened. More often than not, I say, "Oh, I really like her. How did she do?" And they're like, "No." So
So stepping away even and releasing the reins, has it been scary?
No, I have a really really good team, and that's part of it, right? It's not how I started. It wasn't like I just hired one person and I was like, here you go, just hire whoever else.
Right.
Over time, as we refine the hiring process and it's done by multiple trainers, they essentially have to come to an agreement, and that part is not hard. I think I'm very confident in. Sometimes I wish they were a little bit less strict, because sometimes we do need to hire and we have to keep looking. But I found that they're better judges as a group of their own professional skill set when they see it in others than I am. Because I like the person, but I don't necessarily have the breadth of knowledge to judge if they really are a good trainer.